I like this call ATC button, but it seems like I have to spam it to get it to work.
I press it once and it's fine.
Really?
It takes it a second, but yeah.
Intentions active.
You are clear to launch.
Docking request initiated. Docking has been denied. Landing gear raised.
Thank you, and please visit again.
There he is. Okay, wait, I'm gonna get myself turned around here.
Is it left out of this one?
No, it's right.
What?
Okay, I know where I'm going now.
That's right.
I was looking at the wrong platform.
I think part of my problem is I can't see. There's like moisture all over the windshield.
Yep. You think it's bad now? Wait till the sun goes down. yeah, there he is. Oh, that doesn't look good.
Now that just, I don't know what happened. It's not like it jumped out and bit me, but... Alright, I lost you. Where'd you go?
You actually survived that?
Somehow.
Jesus.
I was doing good too, I was catching you. Lost you now. Didn't survive that
Received
one.
assigned landing bay.
Jeez. I don't even know where you are.
I just was in the middle of the previous ship dock thing you went through.
Okay. Oh, they actually gave me a or a landing pad with a marker and everything.
Deployed.
Well, it's not the same room again. That's good.
Hydrogen fuel 100%. Weapons active.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Woo, spaceships.
Yay! What's up, man?
Not much.
Mine keep blowing up, but I don't know why.
Oh, that
It
makes
might
more
have
alive
some.
of you.
It might have something to do with you running into solid objects.
Whoa!
That would be my guess, anyway. I'm not an expert, but
Yeah.
we were just revisiting the Crux Cup course on Orison.
Ugh. I missed my ride to Orison.
Yeah, kinda.
Cool, I'll meet you guys wherever you end up, because there's no way in hell I'm flying to Orison just to fly out.
Well, my plans were I wanted to check out the course, but I also wanted to do some canyon carving on Daymar. So if you want to head out in this direction, I think we
Yeah.
still got stuff to do.
It's okay, your guys' server is full.
Welcome to the
We
ASOP
wait.
Vehicle Retrieval System.
Ready to sample the true beauty of Crusader? From the Empire-class cocktails to the breathtaking views.
I'm gonna go over to Providence platform and check out the surplus store.
You know where it is?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, everything in Orison is pretty much front and center, except for the surplus store, which is in, like, the most out-of-the-way, side hallway location this place could possibly have.
So Orison.
Pretty much.
Still. I'll be right back.
Okay.
pin.
So, does anyone know if Port Olisar has a hospital you can set your spawn point at?
I think it does. I want to say it does.
Okay, I haven't been there in... Fuck, I can't think of how long.
I think that's where all my shit is, actually.
Because if
I
we're
didn't
gonna...
think it. I didn't think it did.
If we're gonna
I
go
don't
canyon
remember,
carving,
but-
that would be a better place to set up than Orison would.
Yeah. Yeah. I said where you were going, I got in. I got a spot.
Nice.
Loading in now.
You know where you're at?
I want to say area 18. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So, a small flight.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hike. Not that bad, though.
Not terrible.
Okay, kind of disappointed in the Crusader jumpsuit. I swore in the PTU they had a logo on them.
Oh, that work uniform you were telling me about?
Yeah.
I have a missile.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Legs. That's not the legs.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Bye.
Light shit.
2955 marks the center.
Come on, we're mismatching armor tonight.
I usually do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go scope out Olisar while we wait for Zack to catch up.
Okay.
Okay, so you're at the surplus store yet?
Yeah.
See if they have my Cordomon jacket.
Always about him, isn't it?
Well, I mean, as long as you're there.
That's a negative.
Really? Okay.
Well, at the surplus store. I can check the other.
Oh, what am I thinking? Yeah, it was listed as being at the Kovalek store. Duh.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
That'll
I can
do
check
it.
that.
I never claimed I was smart.
We never claimed that either.
Yeah, so the NPC, it's got these nice Crusader logos on this jumpsuit, and then when you buy it, they're not on it.
Oh, really? It must be like an employees only thing.
It's like a members only jacket.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Crusader does seem pretty proud of their shipyards. That makes sense.
Not wrong. Just don't have any ammo, do I?
Aegis combat system activated. Systems green.
That's pretty lame.
Does the Kovalek store have a computer?
Usually on the back wall, on either side of the desk. I think there's one right to the left of where you walk in there, too.
There is, but they don't do anything.
Oh,
And
are they
it's-
broken?
It's a trading and ship console is
Yeah.
what it says.
Yeah, I think that's just a placeholder texture, but you should be able to access it through there. Check the racks. I don't know if you can't buy it through a kiosk.
Landing gear rejected.
Yeah, I think these are supposed to be the clothing one and on this computer.
Thank you. Please visit again.
Yeah, I don't see it on the rack either.
Okay.
This is the great little contract. It says the boss gave me a heads up about something brewing on the horizon, and I'm pretty sure you want a piece. Get your ass over to Area 18 and I'll fill you in. Just make sure you're clear of any legal troubles first.
Who's
So I
this?
cannot do it. Twitch.
Oh.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Every
those-
time that I've tried working for Twitch, she's got me shot. So,
I assume it was
Yeah.
probably Pew.
yeah.
Yep.
So it sounds right up my alley.
This was several builds ago, but yeah, I tried doing that job,
Yeah.
and she had you... What was the deal now? She had you... You flew out to the roof of a building to pick up another ship. She wouldn't let you use your own ship. You flew out to the roof of a building that had 2 landing pads. You'd land on one. On the other one would be a drag... Fuck. What are they called?
Cutlass?
Yes. A cutlass. The thing about this cutlass, though, is that something is broken on it and it keeps shutting down like every, I don't know, 10 seconds. The whole system would just die and the thing would drop out of the sky and then pop back into life, usually like right before you hit the ground.
That's good.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds about right.
And she expects you to take this heap of shit and, I don't know, invade some fucking heavily fortified outpost. I don't know. I never made it that far. I think I tried that job like 2 or 3 times. I got as far as the door of the outpost. This thing's crapping out of me every time I fucking look around, and I've got turrets shooting at me. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. You are not paying me enough to deal with this shit.
Just looking at it, I can already say I do not like the new shop layout. Or the consoles. Do not like them.
I don't know.
I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
I think you just need to get used to using the categories more. To
Yeah.
you know, using the filters as opposed to
That's
just
what it
scrolling
is.
down through what they have.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. The one problem it has is it resets every time you buy or sell something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Train just left. Goddamn. Someone just left the magazine sitting on the ground with ammo. Mine now.
Dude, we're going canyon carving. You're not gonna be shooting at things.
I only have a pistol. Because let's face it, if something were
We're
to happen,
hot
you're not
rodding
gonna be
around
the
in the
one-
middle of nowhere, dude.
Let's face it, if something were to happen, you're not going to be the one shooting, so...
That's true of every situation.
I don't know about Greg yet, but...
I did a bunker mission before you came on.
Going into my forte, I see.
Yep. There's a lot more loot in those boxes now.
Ooh, nice. Is it
Like,
still
a
where...
lot more.
Yeah. Is it still where security clears it out, like, instantly?
No,
No.
no.
Well,
I
you
had
said,
one.
You said maybe. It's kind of a positive
Half and
minus thing. Yeah. Sometimes it might, sometimes it might not, right?
Okay.
I've only done one since the patch,
okay.
and then Yeah, the one I did, they didn't shoot anybody until I went in there, and then like half the group was dead by the time we were done.
Yeah.
So I think it was a good mix of the AI doesn't kill everybody anymore.
Yeah. Gotta make sure to loot everything though, it seems.
Yeah, definitely bring a medium or large backpack. Don't do any of that light armor
I
stuff.
only have medium and large.
Okay. The
Especially
backpack.
going into bunker missions, like I'm having heavy armor, heavy backpack.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ain't no way I'm wearing light armor. Yeah, right now I only have a pistol and a medical gun on me.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Now arriving. Arrive faster.
Like the bunker I did when I got on, there were so many guns. I couldn't.
You got what, like 10 of the same pistol?
I could have.
Fuck yeah.
I ended up leaving most of it there because
No fun.
I didn't want to make multiple trips back and forth.
Yeah.
So the one I did, the turrets were shooting me, and they don't spawn in.
Oh.
So you have to watch your shields because I was getting hit, but I couldn't see anything that was hitting me.
Yeah.
And then when they spawn in, you can't lock on them to shoot at them.
Usually, especially for bunker missions, I just park a distance away and walk. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I ended up doing.
Yeah, Greg was feeling lazy at the time, but...
I'm maybe here or there at, like, Microtech. So sometimes I can't, but I don't. I'll walk.
I haven't done too many on Microtech.
It's iffy. Microtech, their armor looks a lot like, the bad guy, or the police armor looks a lot like the, or security looks a lot like the bad guy's armor.
Oh, so you end up shooting the wrong people?
Yeah, it gets sketchy. I think I probably have a lot of stuff at whatever the port is above New Babbage.
Tressler.
Yeah, I think I have a lot there, and I probably might have some stuff at OSR. And then stuff at whatever's over here. Whatever Art Corp's Sky Place is.
Bajini Point.
Yeah. Guys, let's head over by Crusader.
Yep.
Let's fucking a ship.
Moving everything I just bought over to the ship, and then I'm heading out.
Welcome to the airstrip system.
Maybe good. Let's see, what do I have on my ship? That's my question. Vehicle. Nothing in my vehicle.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Ooh, that's different.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Okay, this is weird. I can't claim my M50 to move it from Orison to Alisar.
Rubble.
What's it say?
It just says that the ship has been delivered, and it doesn't let me take it.
Interesting.
And I can't store my Titan either. I click the button and nothing happens.
Select, there we go.
Oh, also the screen is like permanently stuck on. Maybe that's got something to do with it.
Yeah, back out of that terminal and grab
Try another one? Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Game still struggles with setting waypoints.
Okay, that stored the Titan.
Oh, there we go.
And we got a claim going on the interceptor. Cool, okay.
Yeah, it seems like it's not going well for the old Budzine today.
Okay, now, is there a hospital? If there was, where would I find it?
Wherever
Yeah,
hospitals are.
I didn't think PO had one.
I mean, Alisar's not that big, yeah.
It might not. I might be
That
thinking
would be
of
weird,
maybe.
because Alisar is like the be-all, end-all noob area. You'd think they'd have one.
Oh, fair enough. You'd think.
Oh, I think you use Grim Hex.
Ah, that could be.
Because when we were
It's not
doing
exactly local.
yeah, when we were doing Jump Town stuff, we went to Grim Hex.
Well, yeah, but Jumptown's on Yela, which is, you know, it's right there.
Yeah, it's in the same system though.
Eh.
It sure beats coming back to Orison.
Yeah.
What in the fuck? Just got fucking dragged out of Quantum. God damn it. Get the fuck out of here. Missiles incoming my ass. Got jack shit on me. I'm in a fucking Aurora and they want to pull me out of Quantum. You can suck it. The only thing you're gonna get off of killing me is joy. And I barely have.
I was gonna say, that's kind of always been your motivation in my experience, so...
Fair enough. Anybody ever tried flying into the actual sun?
In the what now?
Sun.
There used to be a bug when you died, your body would spawn in the sun.
Yeah.
Oh! Fun.
There was also a bug for a while that, if you... What was the deal? If you navigated a certain way around Crusader, I think it was the, what is it, the OP marker that should have been on Crusader's North Pole, instead was located at the center of Stanton. So instead of taking a leisurely detour around the North Pole of Crusader, you'd fly literally directly into the sun at a appreciable fraction of the speed of light.
How that works. Obviously.
Yeah, I don't think you can set your spawn at Alisar. That's kind of disappointing.
Always go to Grim Hex. Everybody loves Grim Hex.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grim Hex! Just the perfect place for me, obviously.
Why doesn't that surprise me? Well, no, I'm glad I didn't expedite this delivery of my M50.
Welcome to the EXOC Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
What the Jesus Christ. I'm very popular tonight. What the
You're in an Aurora?
Yeah,
I mean, they're not the quietest things in the world.
still! And I'm gone. Jesus Christ, people. No crime stat. There's no reason to be trying to stop me.
Oh boy, I have someone admiring my ship. I love
Oh.
Kamigalisar.
Fun.
It's like the Walmart of space stations.
See everybody.
Oh, fuck.
Quote in the,
Can you...
Oh god, what happened?
So, I did a dumb.
Obviously. Does somebody need shooting?
No, this guy's checking out my ship, and like a dumbass, I tried entering the ship through the ramp.
Oh, the fuck.
So, of
Jesus
course,
Christ,
the little
Mike.
fuckstick follows me. Yeah. It's like, this ship does have a cockpit entrance.
Don't do anything. I'll make him move when I
No,
get there.
he got the hint, and I opened the door again, and he fucked off, so...
Damn it. I was ready to pop some caps into people if needed.
Where are you going? I said, where are you going?
Grim Hex.
Oh, okay. I can meet you there.
5 million kilometers away. I assume I should go to Grim Hex.
Yep.
Cool. I should grab some armor while I'm there. Some extra. We put on one of my like 20 heavy armor sets that I have, just in case Mike fucks it. So that I don't have any personal connection with this armor. Quote from the game chat. I love it when lag makes it so my helmet doesn't equip when I put it back on inside a station. Then I realize I didn't have it on the pad and I try to equip it and I still can't put it on and I suffocate. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I always keep my helmet on.
Yep. I learned that mistake early on.
I've never run into that issue in recent builds, but I will keep it in mind.
I think mine was mostly forgetting to put it on.
Yeah, that I've done.
Sad thing that I noticed. I no longer have my pit vipers.
Oh no.
I did have my COVID mask though.
Jesus.
Because that was something that somebody was... It was when Jump Town was going on and they had the remove contraband mission. One of the like, guys there was like the drug grower maker or whatever. So he was wearing a mask and it was like a mask you'd wear for COVID. So I completely stole it off of him and was like, this is mine. Because that was cool. Set a route to Grim Hex, you know you want to. You don't.
Said I find landing at Orison easier than Grim Hex. I just can never find the way to get in there.
That's just random. Where is Gayla? What the fuck? Found it. I'm spinning around in a what? Jeez. My god. Well. Avengers, save me. I'm about to die again, Jesus Christ.
What are you doing?
Fuck. I'm sitting above Orison right now. Why won't it let me now jump? Oh my god. This is aggravating tonight.
Sounds like it.
They can jam your quantum jumping system?
Oh,
That's
yes.
a thing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you get pulled out, it jams it
Some
until
BS.
you fly a certain distance away.
Just hold the throttle wide open with the limiter off in a straight line,
Oh,
and you'll
damn
break
right
free.
I did. What's that route to Grim Hex, for God's sake? There we go. Very popular tonight, it seems. I hope that I'm this popular when I'm riding with one of you guys.
The heck?
Okay, am I just dumb, or are there no landing pads at Grim Hex?
There are, they're on the backside.
Well, you say that.
Oh, great.
There's ones you can land at and you don't have to call.
Oh, the surface ones? Those still work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's
And
Grim Hex. You could just leave your ship sitting out and float your way into there. Oh, that was a bad idea not to put a limiter on.
Yeah, and then you come in by the hospital.
Yeah.
Well, slow down. Okay, we're good.
It has been a hot minute since I've been here. But I do still remember the surface pads. Now, do I remember where they are? No, but it's a small asteroid, so if I wander around long enough, I'm sure I'll find them.
Yep. That's not you. God damn it. How about this one? There it is. Oh, I locked onto you for a second there.
Oh, was that you? Okay.
Yeah.
It scared the hell out of me. It's like,
Heart
okay,
attack.
who's looking at me?
Give you a heart attack.
There we go.
I let off a few shots earlier. God, I'll tell you what, I do not miss having to be at this place for a month. Meanwhile, I'm a good boy, I got a landing pad.
Systems.
Now the challenge is not hitting anything landing. Which is a challenge in and of itself. Ooh, pull up. Landing gear. Is that a giant hole? Yes, it is.
Now, do I remember how to set your thing here?
No.
There must be an insurance station in the hospital.
Oh, there it is.
I don't know about that.
Yep, it's here.
Oh.
It's a really grimy looking kiosk.
Well, yeah.
So it's on par for Grim Hex. Oh, yeah, I forgot I have a dragonfly here for some reason. That doesn't show up anywhere else.
I have a dragonfly as well. I have no idea why.
It doesn't show up anywhere else besides Grim Hex.
Well, that's probably where it's stored.
Is that one of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd you go, Mike?
I am at the hangar station, right by Greg.
Okay.
Just walking in. Yeah, I still don't have any emotes mapped.
Like a noob. What do you do? Oh wait, it's F
To the ASOP
this.
vehicle retrieval system.
Okay, so it's asking me to claim my Avenger Titan.
Yeah, because you
You
didn't
could
call.
see all of his ships. You could see all of his ships on the.
Zack, shush. What were you saying, Greg?
It's because you didn't call to land,
Well,
so it
I
doesn't know.
did, but I didn't land on the pad that they gave me because they wouldn't open the damn door.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So if I just leave that there, you think?
I guess you're gonna spawn the M50 here.
Well, yeah, but I'd like to make sure that my Titan's safe first.
Yeah, then you have to park it in the hangar to claim it. Or to store it.
I could just leave it there.
Please visit us again.
Could do that too.
Goodbye.
Oh, Zack, I should probably send you a party invite at some point, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna bring it up at some point. That keeps going away. Why does that work? Keep doing that. Oh, you're not full health, Greg.
I'm at 99.
Yeah. If I had drugs, I would give them to you. I mean, I have drugs, just oh. I had my medical gun to you. You went down, and I'm like, shit, what did I do?
I don't know what.
Injured on you? That's my question. That's what I want to know.
Okay, so
Party.
additionally weird is that right now the marker on my screen says Aegis Avenger Titan Hangar 3. First of all, it's not on it. It's not in a hangar. It's on a pad.
Interesting.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah, I still can't park it. Like, I know Grim Hex is supposed to be janky as fuck, but this feels like it's not part of the lore.
Yeah, I haven't parked out there.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Please visit us
What do I
again.
have a Grim Hex?
Goodbye.
Nothing.
Where did you park it?
On one of the surface pads.
The one farthest away?
Yeah, it was the little one on the, what would it be, the far right?
Pad 6?
Maybe?
I forgot there's no windows here.
Nope.
Oh, god damn it, I just missed.
Fucking...
Oh, were you in the middle of cycling and then I
The
stopped
door
it?
opened and it shut.
Oh.
And then I turned around and there you were. You little shit.
That was worth it.
There it is.
So worth
I see it.
I'm recording too, so feel free to enjoy that later.
Oh, I definitely will. I missed.
You're gonna want to go this way, Chief.
Yeah, I know.
What are we doing?
Well, right now I'm waiting for my M50 to claim. I figure I'll give the Titan another chance.
Okay.
What's funny is that it's still giving me the landing marker. I'm not even in the ship anymore.
Well, this is an issue.
So this is...
You just fell through the landing pad.
Can't fucking take you anywhere. So
Oh,
yeah, this would be pad 3. But it's saying Hangar 3 instead.
Yeah. You're serious?
I think what I might do is I'll fly outside the influence of Grim Hex, turn around, and come back and just try everything all over again.
Yeah.
Aegis combat system.
Let's try to go to that.
Maybe I'll run over Zack in the process.
And he's glitching out.
Oh yeah. I think I may have found a way out though.
Are you like inside the asteroid?
Oh, probably. I think I'm out now.
Ooh, shit, it's dark out here.
Yeah, it is. I fell through the pad.
Yeah, so you're probably inside the asteroid.
I got out. There is an exit. Now I
okay.
just found my way back up, which is gonna be a challenge in and of itself. Because, as you stated earlier,
hang on.
No, I'm fine. I see it right now. Go land your spaceship and get going. I'm enjoying flying through the air.
Not far enough away, I guess.
Stop moving, Greg. Stop moving. Come into the window. You're by the window, right?
No, I'm down where the shops are.
Yeah, there's a window.
Oh.
The window's over there.
I can go that way though.
Head over there. Oh. Come on, man. Never mind, don't head over by the windows.
Alright, just going shopping.
Shit again, what the fuck? This is getting aggravating now.
I like how we both have relied on tonight on Greg to be, hey, look at me being a dumbass outside a window.
I'm not even trying to be a dumbass.
That's true.
Getting Star Citizen tonight.
Yeah.
Now I'm stuck trying to figure out which way is up and which way is down.
You're in space, so there's technically no right or wrong answer to that question.
Fair enough. Touche. Ooh, you want to hear about some good news, Mike?
One moment, I'm about to request landing clearance again.
Fancy.
I'm gonna do it a little bit closer to the station this time, I think. Maybe give it a good chance.
Hey, I'm back on a landing pad. Just throw up this landing pad. Mike's in an elevator.
Oh, I have a hangar door that's opening.
Oh. Yay!
That's much better.
Landing gear deployed.
Greg, was that you or Paul that always used to enter these hangars upside down?
I did it once.
And that must have been Paul, because I know he did it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, it was the first time I flew here and I wasn't paying any attention to the orientation of my ship, and I just went, oh, there's the hangar. Flew in, and then all of a sudden, as soon as I got in, it just wham. It's like, oh, that didn't work.
Weapon systems online.
Yeah, it's weird that the landing pads don't work. See, Zach, you don't know this, but originally Grim Hex didn't have hangars.
I know. I've heard.
Those landing pads were it.
Yeah.
And for a similar period of time, armistice zones weren't a thing either, so you'd land your ship here,
And people
get
would blow
out,
it up.
and be like halfway to the hangar door, and all of a sudden you hear and your ship would explode.
Yep.
And there'd be another ship flying away with this big smug-ass look on his face.
Welcome. Please to the ASOP to the vehicle retrieval system. Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I think that might have been the first time that the Star Citizen community as a whole went, you know what? Maybe being a pirate, thief, bastard does actually kind of suck.
No, it
Please
doesn't.
visit us again. Goodbye.
Well, after you get your ship blown up for like the third time in a row just because you parked somewhere that was halfway popular, yeah, it got old pretty quick.
There.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Okay, so Zach, do you have anything performance-wise to go canyon carving with, or no?
No.
Okay,
I have an Aurora.
think... yeah.
One
Okay.
seat Aurora.
Yeah, okay. Let's go canyon carving with an Aurora. Alright.
I'm flying with one of you.
It's like throwing a brick down a laundry chute.
Exactly.
I
I have
think...
something. I have something I can give him.
Okay, I was gonna say, otherwise I have an arrow, but I have to claim it.
Yeah, I have to
Welcome
claim the
to the
thing.
ASOP vehicle
Where
retrieval
is the
system.
thing?
6 minute 45
There
seconds.
it is.
Jesus.
What do you got, Greg?
M50.
That's probably gonna be about the same.
Yeah.
Oh, one
So,
second.
Your call.
it's okay. I started the claim on it, but I was gonna go
Please visit us again.
spawn my C2 and then load the Razor in
This
it.
is broken.
Yeah, that was the one that I tried using. I broke it, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Try the
I
one
was,
next to it.
Well, no, I was thinking, like, I can claim one of your ships.
Oh, could you seriously interact with that?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake, that's
I'm,
horrible.
I'm scrolling through it right now.
Please don't. Please do not. Not even as a joke.
Visit us again.
There you go. I hit it. Wait, where did Greg go? Where are you going,
I
Greg?
don't know where he went.
I'm spawning in my C2, and then I'm gonna load the Razor in it.
Oh, okay.
That's
And then Zack could, we could load the M50 in it too. I don't know how many of those you can fit in there. I think you can fit.
we're gonna
Three
try
to
to
four.
find out.
A Razor and two M50s should fit in there. Oh,
I'm just gonna
fuck.
park it.
I never set my spawn here. Duh. The whole point of this exercise.
Well, you wanna know what's really funny? You're going the wrong way.
I don't know where the hospital is here. Where is it?
I just saw you run off, and I'm like, yep. When do I
Oh,
say something?
by the big sign that says medical. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Oh, that's patient check-in. We don't want that.
Oh, it is. Sure.
We want insurance.
Yeah. Terrible. Is it right here? Yeah, here it is.
Yeah,
Oh, it's pharmacy.
big sign that says insurance. Yep.
Oh, I went to the pharmacy. We managed to go to all 3 of the wrong places.
Oh my god, the screen is so fucked up.
I did the same.
This is 100% like a Grimhex thing
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. The best part.
Oh, this spawned me in the big monster hangar.
Don't you feel special?
I do. I haven't
Okay.
taken off in one of these.
Como estas la hangar number?
I'm leaving
Why?
13.
Zach, it's a single
Yeah.
seater. You're not coming with me.
Oh. I don't know what I'm doing.
Didn't Greg get you an M50?
I thought you were going over to his as well.
Now I'm gonna park my C2 right in front of the hospital. If I don't
Okay, so
die.
I'm like going right outside the hospital, I assume. I'm taking that as a yes.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying not to die.
That's not important. Holy shit! I step out and this is just a shadow and oh, that's a big ship.
I don't think it's gonna load there. Was that in front of the hospital?
Yeah. Standing right outside the hospital door and you were landing.
Alright, let's try it this way.
That'll probably work. Fuck it, do a big circle.
Oh, it's hitting something. It's gonna hit something over here.
Yeah, it's hitting something on the right side. There's like water towers.
Dang it.
I mean, you've got a decent distance between
Maybe I'll try this
the
one.
hospital and okay.
So on this one you can open the front and back doors.
Okay.
Um
Would it just be
I just-
easier for me to jump off the pad and fly up to you and get in that way?
Probably.
trying to figure out how I can load my ship in here though.
Whoa.
Hitting things.
I
Yeah, me.
don't think there is a pad large enough for that here.
You just pull up a
oh,
little
oh.
bit. Because you're hitting
No.
a lot of stuff. I'm just gonna do that idea.
That ship physically does not fit in that space, Greg.
I am like very close
Yeah,
to
it
your
does.
ramp. Just stop moving.
It really doesn't.
There, see?
Like
fit it.
I'm hovering above you right now, man, and it
Wait,
really doesn't.
am I getting in your ship?
Yeah, I think that'll be the best way to do it.
Okay.
You hop in.
Oh, elevator.
I will entrust you, and I think what I can do is fly this over by the hangars, and then I'll run back in, spawn the ship, fly it in,
Yeah.
and then rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Are you in?
Let me get out of the elevator,
Okay.
just to be safe.
I'm going to make room. I'm gonna find a
Okay.
nice big rock to hide behind.
I am, in fact, in your ship.
Oh wait, so you sit down. 'Cause
Yep.
if I move, you'll probably get thrown all over.
Exactly. I'm going through your padlock of doors right now.
Dang, I thought that'd fit perfect on that number 2 pad.
If the
Sure.
ship was maybe, I don't know, 500 feet narrower, it would.
There we go. Enter seat. There we go. Okay, you're good.
Let's get out of here without dying.
Hey there.
Oh, no, I need to get out. You fly. That's what it was.
Okay.
Oh, now there's definitely going to be an explosion. I'm watching this.
Hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Zack.
You're probably right. Greg, I apologize in advance.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
It's got a big shield, just don't go too fast. I'll let you know when I'm off.
Yep. This is threatening.
Oh boy. What just happened? Okay.
You
never mind.
went rocketing across the screen and then snapped back into position.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, you were halfway to Yela for a second there.
Okay.
So am I just lifting off?
Yeah, so if you strafe straight up
Yeah.
Slowly.
and then just go straight over the top of the asteroid, you'll see the
Slowly.
the hangars that'll be right below. Just fly
Okay.
straight over those and
Slowly.
then come down.
I'll make my way in front of them to kind of act as a marker.
Yeah.
Is it like that? Straighten ourselves out. Am I like...
Because the hangar that the ship will spawn in will be pretty much right on the other side of the asteroid.
Greg, did you spawn your ship already?
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, okay. In that case, we're not the only ones here.
Yeah.
Just an FYI. The guy looks like he's taking off out of Hangar 5.
Yeah, mine's hangar 3.
You have eyes on me, Mike?
I can see where you are. I can't physically see you, though. There's a rock in the way.
Rocks.
So, yeah, keep coming forward. You're, like, directly above me. Oh, we got a guy taking off. Hang on.
Yep, I'm waiting, because I think I might accidentally hit something if I don't
Yeah,
stop.
he's doing something else. So, carry on.
Taxiing an airplane. Slow and steady wins the race.
Okay, now come down.
I'm gonna assume about here is gonna be good.
I'm basically I am like off your left rear corner.
Oh, I see you.
There you go. You can stop right there. The doors on Greg's hangar are opening.
Now, what are the weapons like on this thing, though?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Why did you try looking for the switch that opens the doors?
Oh.
Yeah, there'll be an open external doors button.
Landing gear, retract landing gear. Cruise. This thing's got fucking cruise control? What the fuck?
Everything has cruise control.
Flight HUD. Whoa.
Yeah, that wasn't it.
Okay, Zach, remember the Z button. Okay, so when you hit Z, or when you F, it does not work like that. Cool. Engine buttons, weapon buttons, life support.
I think it's on the right-hand side.
Is it? Oh, it's not that.
I can't remember. I had it toggled to a button on my joystick.
Yeah, same for me. It's been so long since I've been in one of those, I can't remember how the dash is laid out.
I'm trying to see if there's a... Doesn't look like it.
Like, there should be a physical switch on the dashboard somewhere.
You know, there definitely is, but I'm
doors.
definitely not seeing it.
Yeah.
Issue.
Just stay put.
Quantum display,
just-
navigation display.
Don't,
I'll
Zack,
just-
don't move.
No shit.
I'll just open the door.
Okay. Oh, is it the lift button? Nope. Oh, because that's quantum, so I'm not doing that. Comms button. Screens. ESP.
Greg, I'm imagining you EVAing behind the ship, him finding the button, opening the door, smacking you in the head, and sending you cartwheeling off into space, never to be seen again. Hey, the door's
I
opening!
know, right?
I'm gonna do that. Now that you said it.
No, door's opening. Don't, you're good.
gonna
Just
start
leave it
moving.
right there. No, you're not.
Hold on, Greg, we're going to space.
How do you get back in the ship? Ah, there we go.
Request initiated.
Look at me, look at me. This is my ship now.
Docking request initiated.
I don't want to dock. I want to drop the gear. What the fuck?
Too bad.
Docking request
That's too
initiated.
damn bad. Oh, why is this guy's in-game name Moist Poseidon? What the fuck?
Because the internet?
Obviously.
Ow!
What are you doing?
I
Yes.
bumped the wall, maybe. I'm trying to drop the landing
Oh.
gear.
Don't move the ship.
Initiated.
Yeah, was not trying.
Docking
Just sit still.
denied. Landing
I am.
deployed.
Alright,
Docking
don't move.
request initiated.
Not moving.
Docking
Hands are
request
off my
denied.
mouse. I'm in Z.
Landing gear raised. Docking request initiated.
Oh my god, landing gear.
Has
Fuck
been
off.
denied. Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear's like, I don't think I will.
Well, the same control for docking is the same one used for landing gear, and I can't figure out a way to separate the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have to unbind the auto land on your key binds.
Well, then I'm not going to be able to land.
Oh, which land are you talking about? You gotta scoop this
Greg,
up.
you're going to want to move forward a little bit.
Oh, it does fit. Okay.
You're going to want to put that nose wheel right up against the edge of the ramp.
It's about as far forward as I can go.
Okay.
Yep, it's hitting the door.
Okay. Does the nose of my ship clear the tail of yours?
Checking.
Yep, you're good. You can actually come forward just a little bit more. That's good. Oh, back up. Right there.
It's twitchy. Okay, wow. Stack them like cordwood.
Oh, we got plenty of room here. Alright, now how am I getting back in?
EVA, I would assume.
Alright. Give me a little bit.
On the F4 camera, and I just see Greg flying.
Yeah, you're gonna want to use that 4 camera quite a bit.
Oh, is that
Do you
what's gonna
wanna
happen?
do you wanna call for would that work?
Probably.
No, that wouldn't work. I was gonna say if you call for landing I can go in one of these doors. Actually, can I do it?
Give me the word and I'll call for it.
I'm trying now. See if it does. Oh no, it's asking for docking permission.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, call ATC and see if they'll open one of these doors.
Calling ATC.
Otherwise, I got a really long EVA to get back to the other side of the rock.
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually,
Open
do
call.
you know where the secret
I do not.
entrance is, Mike?
I kind of do, but not enough to navigate you from here, and yeah, you're better off just going through a hangar door.
Middle hangar door.
Ah, perfect.
Big brain.
It's gonna save so much time.
Yeah.
As long as I don't die from this high. I made it, but I never realized there's a huge lip right here at the door. Oh, there's a ladder. Sweet. Well, that's good to know. If you want to be a pirate, you can EVA in. Just hang out. Act like an NPC. And when the player gets out of their ship and doesn't shut the door, you can steal it.
Noted.
So this has been way more effort than it's worth up until this point, but Greg, I gotta say, seeing a stock painted M50 parked ahead of my custom painted M50 sitting inside Starlifter makes for a badass picture.
Is it could be dangerous positioning the ship back downward?
Just don't touch anything, Zack.
Oh, okay. Just trying to make it
You
easier
are
for Greg.
perfectly fine right where you are.
Just trying
Just
to make
leave it where it
easier
is.
for Greg.
Yep.
If you want to make it easier for Greg, you will keep your hands away from all of the controls until you are told to do otherwise.
I feel like you should probably come up here and do this.
You think?
You can make the trip.
I was for a second, but I figured I might be more useful guiding Greg in when he lands the next ship. So I'm down on the, I guess we call it the flight deck now.
Poop deck.
What are you bringing out, Greg? Your razor?
Yep.
Okay, those are skinny. That should be easy.
Yep. Yeah, I think we got lots of room in there.
Lots might be a generous term, but I think you're right.
Might buy the Spartan.
I do not know what that is.
You know the ballista?
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's that, but it's the people carrier version.
Okay.
There's a spaceship right there.
good. You're looking good. Right about there. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, drop it. Nice.
You did that all first person.
Good job.
Alright, and we'll turn it off. Hop out.
Want me to exit the seat?
Oh, we have plenty of room. So we gotta do this to walk around.
What is up with my audio?
Yeah, Mike, if you want to fly it, you can. I don't know where I'm going on Daymar.
I don't either. Usually when I do trips like this, I just kind of fly around in upper atmosphere and look down until I see a bunch of squiggly lines on the ground.
Gotcha.
Help me when I get out of the driver's seat.
Yeah, you're gonna want to do that.
Whoa, getting out of the driver's seat.
That one just has the 2 seats up there, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a seat back there for you, or?
Yeah.
I was
and
gonna say, if you go in crew quarters.
Yeah, the crew quarters or the rec area.
A journey worth taking.
Okay.
Going in the...
In the co-pilot
On.
seat.
I'm good.
Same. Let's boogie.
I gotta wiggle this tub out of here first. There we go. They changed the audio on this thing too. It's kind of cool. I like it.
Quantum travel engaged.
Warning: major torque imbalance. Zack.
I didn't hit anything. The only button I've hit so far is F4.
Quantum travel complete.
I can neither confirm nor deny maybe bumping into something earlier with it.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
I am really gonna regret not bringing anything to eat or drink with me, aren't I?
Yep.
Yeah,
Same.
I'm down to 92 thirst right now.
87.
75.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
But I
Make
have
this
stuff.
fast.
This might be a short trip.
I have stuff in my backpack though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm wearing a flight suit and a helmet. That's it. Oh, that sucks. I had a good looking spot. I had a good looking spot picked out, but it's on the dusk side of the moon, so
Oh.
that's gonna be fun for about 5 seconds, and then it's gonna be too dark to do anything.
Yeah.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum
Hey,
travel
I'll just get that
complete.
message.
Of what?
Trying to look.
My guy's blacking out, so
I'm sorry.
it's okay.
You should be.
Every day.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel
Kind of
complete.
hoping maybe they'd fix that, but
Interesting. It said, like, this person needs help and something.
oh, yeah, get those every once in a while.
But it wasn't... It wasn't one of those messages, that's the thing.
Didn't show up in blue.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Oh! I just found a list of all the crimes you can get. That would have been nice to know.
Oops.
See, so the felonies you can get are actively incarcerated, if that makes sense, sabotage, homicide, negligent homicide, grievous bodily harm, trafficking of A-class controlled substances, resisting arrest, assaulting security personnel, aggravated assault, escaped from custody, destruction of vehicle, attempted escape from custody, got that a few times, evading arrest, and trafficking of Class B controlled
He's
substances.
tallying these in his head as he's reading them off. You realize that, Greg,
Mhm.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like a, yeah, I did that. Yep. Ooh, let's try that
I
one.
did that twice. That was 4 times.
Like
Yeah, and
four
ooh,
of
I
them?
haven't done that one yet.
Five of the felonies I've hit before. Misdemeanors, possession of prohibited goods, trafficking of stolen property, unauthorized computer access, insurance fraud. Can you do insurance fraud in this game?
Not actually
Operating-
sure how.
Operating a stolen vehicle, trespassing, harboring a fugitive, arm assist violation, failure to comply, battery,
Genuinely curious how harboring a
Burglary.
fugitive works in this game.
Me
Is
too.
that just when you have somebody with a really high crime stat on board your ship, and
I would assume so.
you are chill?
I think so. I would assume. Another trespassing, trafficking of Class C controlled substances and possession of AB controlled substances.
I have
Interesting.
no idea if this spot is going to be any good, but it's the only thing that looks kind of interesting from up here.
We'll find out.
Oh, and the altimeter stopped working. That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, let me know when you land and I'll stand up.
I have a feeling you're going to know when we land, because, like I said, the altimeter stopped working.
Yeah.
Because
As
Mike's
long as-
gonna slam into the planet.
Oh, hey, there's that torque imbalance they were talking about.
As long as it doesn't go boom.
Oh, we might go boom. It's Mike flying, and we're headed right now nose down into
Shut up.
the planet.
You realize I'm basically doing my job, right?
Nobody ever said you did your job well.
I said I did my job well.
Oh, I mean so much. In that sense, I'm not really a bad guy.
I have been told by the ISTD guys, like, holy shit, you're really good at flying and landing.
And I've been told
You're
by
like-
the
you're like
ISTD
really
guys,
smooth.
man, you're a monster.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, it's a lot rockier down here than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it is.
There's got a little plateau up here. Let's try that.
Was it? Yeah, there is.
Landing gear down.
I think the ship is bigger than the hill.
We need to fix the landing gear.
Well, that's what I mean. If I try to land it, it's going to be sitting on the middle of the ship, and all the landing gear is going to be dangling off in space all the way around it.
Send it.
And you wonder why so much of your shit blows up.
Actually, my shit doesn't blow up, it gets shot down. There's a difference. I'm good at landing. Taking back off and getting away from the turrets, that's a different story. I think Majeski finished 3rd at Darlington tonight.
Nice.
When I came down here, he was at like 26th, so... Good for him.
You guys don't even know that I landed, did you?
I did, because we stopped moving. So just to confirm, we're landed, right?
Yes!
Weapons on.
Cool, I'm good now.
Systems off.
Don't blame a kid for being safe. More safe than he usually is.
I don't know why, but my audio inside this thing is thunderfucked. I don't know what the capture's getting, but it's all
Yeah.
crackly and blown out, and
That happened to mine too. Whoa, what's going on? What's
Mike.
going on?
whoa, that was cool.
Getting off this thing before I die.
Wait a minute.
I'll check the landing gear.
Okay, it is on the ground. Alright. Oh, open the front door, dude. Why are we making this difficult?
It's not fully on the ground, but
We're flying out. I don't give a shit if it's on the
Is the
ground.
front down? I was a little... Since the front of this is touching, I wasn't sure what it was gonna do.
Wow, you really got it that close, huh? Oh. Uh-oh.
he's doing a little hop.
I think it's okay.
You think? Hey, which one's mine?
The one in the back.
One in the back? Sounds good.
No, you can take this one. I'll take the razor. I'll just get it out and land it.
I appreciate it.
Come on.
You just hit the roof.
Origin jump works at your service. Core system operational.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Landing gear raised.
Damn, this place is desolate.
That's kind of the idea.
Have no fear. Just marking my territory. Territory has been marked. Don't know if either of you could hear that. I don't have any explosives, so that's a little disappointing.
We're going trail riding in the middle of the desert. And you have spoken the sentence, I don't have any explosives on me.
Listen, don't question it.
I feel like I should.
It's okay, I haven't asked the question, what weapons does this thing have yet?
Oh, fuck. Greg, you gave him the one with guns.
I know. Should have gave him this one.
Where's Mike? Did you get the log?
Yes?
We can always switch. They have landing gear. It does. You said a majority of this is going to be flying in second or third person?
Oh, no, you want first person. Well, yeah, you're in an M50. You'll be fine. The idea is to find a canyon in the ground and fly through it without ever going above the top of it. You know what I mean?
Or at the bottom of it, I assume.
Well, yeah, because that's just called a crash, but ideally there should also be there should always be ground above you on either side.
Okay. There's a E2 or 113. Okay, sure. I'm gonna follow Greg at this point.
I don't know where I'm going.
Lame.
Except going backwards for some reason.
All I know is I have guns.
There we go.
This thing gets up and goes.
Oh, yeah, jumping from an Aurora to an M50 is probably a bit of a gap, huh?
Yeah. Okay, spinning is not advisable. Oh my god. You were off to my right, Greg? That sounded amazing.
Oh, the boost. Yeah, I'm just trying something. Not really seeing much.
That was a nice little line that I just hit over here. How did I do that?
That makes it sound like you just took coke.
When you find a good one, it kinda is.
Yeah, I mean, there's some short ones.
Here, come over to me. I think I found a good squiggly one. It's not very long, but it's got a lot of turns in it. Just gotta remember where the start of it was.
These don't look very deep.
No, they're not.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that sounded explosional.
Noob.
Was that you, Greg?
Yeah, that was me.
Are you lying on the ground? Oh, I see you. I got you, don't worry.
I thought for sure Zack could be the first to go.
I think I should be able to revive you. You're just
No.
rolling down.
No. I'm
No?
dead.
Did you just die? Shit. Right as I hopped out as well.
I spilled my rum and coke, god damn it.
He's just rolling down the hill slowly.
That's awesome.
He's got a gun!
Landing gear deployed.
Do you want me to store all your stuff?
Yeah. If you can loot my stuff.
Well,
Hang on a sec, I spilled my drink. Waste of good booze.
the issue right now is your armor is too big for my backpack.
Ah.
How long until your shit despawns?
I don't know.
Like, surely if we just sit here, like, it shouldn't, because we're right here. Stop rolling down the cliff. Greg's dead body. Put that in my inventory.
I was gonna say, if you can look in the backpack, there was some water in there.
I will check. I had it for a second. Sinkhole backpack. Fuck, I missed. Come on. It doesn't let me. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. So everything in your backpack, and I'll check your core just to make sure.
Gear raised.
Okay, so everything that was in your backpack and your core are now in mine. Everything that's left is just your armor and your backpack and your undersuit.
Okay.
So.
I can. Yeah.
I wonder how much storage do you think this little thing has, if any?
None whatsoever.
None whatsoever? Okay.
Yeah, M50s are not exactly touring models.
Yeah. The temptation to snipe your head right now, Mike, is very tempting.
Do not.
No shit, Sherlock.
Not even as a joke, because this is my racing
know.
ship. No, because this is
I know.
because this is my racing ship. It doesn't even
Yeah.
have shields installed.
I know.
Like, the one that Greg gave you is factory stock, so it has, like, weapons and dual shield generators and shit like that. This thing is totally stripped out.
Yeah.
Oh, here, you were talking about surround sound moments before? Hang on a second.
Do a flyby.
I might have a good one for you. Because you're, like, standing right on a corner.
Flybys are the best in Star Citizen.
Yeah. I can already hear it. Jesus. That was nice.
Way back when I first bought this thing, I was at Port Olisar and I was in text chat with another guy. I mean, we're talking like Alpha 2 build. This is way back when. And the guy was just like beyond jazzed. He'd never actually seen one of these things in game before. Like, he's looking at it and he's talking to me on the pad. Oh, it's so cool. I can't get over how small it is. That's crazy. I said, here, you want to see something really cool? Just stand on the pad for a while. I'll be right back. I took off, flew like straight off of one end of Port Olisar for, I don't know, 10 seconds or something like that. Turned around, turned the limiter off, cranked the boost on, and ripped through the rings of Port Olisar doing like 1,300 meters a second.
Yeah.
And he's like, you were on my screen for like 2 frames. That was insane.
The Kruger ships don't have quantum drives.
No, they do not.
Oh.
They are purely snubs.
that's that. So if I were to go to...
I hope at some point we get a planet or a moon or something that just has like 3-mile deep canyons that twist and bend and curve around and shit, just so that we can do this for like minutes on end.
I haven't seen the river on Microtech yet, have you?
I have not. Is it kind of like that?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm just thinking of like places to see that I haven't seen yet. I think I have a vague idea how to get there, but it's a lot of atmosphere flying.
I pull out my medical gun and I scan Greg and it says deceased, no life found.
That sounds about right.
Right.
You see it really freak out when I come back.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
If it wasn't dangerous, I would just box up your armor and leave it outside your body, but I don't know if that's gonna fall through the planet or not. I really don't want to find out.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do that. I was thinking, should I bring a bigger ship to put it in?
I mean, do you have armor on right now?
No.
So why can't you just land where I am and pick up your armor from your dead body?
Could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give that a try.
Start from square one, pretty much.
I'm surprised the racing ships have a quantum drive. Yeah, it's like the third time I blew the ship up tonight.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's something I never do.
Blowing up ships?
No, I'm usually alright with that. Well, running into stuff for one, but like actually trying to push a ship to its limits and maneuver and all that stuff. It's not usually... I do bounty hunting, but lately it's been in big ships because it's easy. Jeez.
I mean, I'm kind of doing this in easy mode right now, where I've got the limiter turned on and left at the stock setting. And anytime I go into a run, I'm pretty much just holding the boost button down all the time. And I'm just modulating the throttle anytime I need to slow down for a curve. If I was really serious about this, I would have the limiter turned up to basically as high as the ship is capable of going in atmosphere, and I'd be doing a lot more on-off the boost.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I was trying to do.
Zach, I like this little like keyhole slot right up here. You see where I am?
Not at all.
I'm right above you. If you turn around, you'll see me.
Hold on. I was tabbed out.
Oh, okay.
I was doing something. Where's the... Oh, yeah, I see you.
Like you see this kind of ridge wall right below me here? It's only
Yeah.
it's only like half the height of everything else. So
Yeah.
you come out of that turn and
It's a good drop-in point.
you come out of that turn and I've been like turning the ship on a knife edge just to kind of like go between the two sides and then flatten it out right away.
Yeah.
Fucking Red Bull Air Race shit here.
Sport. Yeah. There we go, that's what I was looking for. You're wondering how protective I'm being of your body, Greg. You can check in the chat and see. Take my job very seriously.
That's
Appreciate
a first.
Wow.
I like how you got those
Where are
two
you?
messages at exactly the same time.
Come back over here. I'm taking a pot shot at you.
Does
Greg.
anybody
I'll tell you what.
know?
Greg. Greg. Which one is
Oh.
which? What were you gonna say,
Same.
Mike?
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna do a flyby. If you can hit me, I'll be impressed.
Is that a challenge?
Yes.
I can hit Greg.
Well, Greg's dead, so I'm not really impressed by that. I didn't even
Greg-
hear a gunshot, so...
Greg is both landing in front of me and dead in front of me. Which one is which?
Funny thing, that.
Stop where you are and identify yourself! That was a warning shot, next one won't be. Yeah? Lucky you didn't have any ammo on you. It's requesting combat assistance in deep space. If accepted, you'll be paid 17,000 upon
That's an
elimination of a
NPC.
threat. No, it is?
If there's a space in the name, it's an
I
NPC,
know.
because the game doesn't allow spaces.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you take your helmet off on Daymar?
Yes, but I don't think it's recommended.
Can you, grab your helmet and just put it in your backpack and then switch out?
Oh yeah, I forgot I do have a decent backpack.
Yeah.
Sorry, Greg, I killed you.
That's Greg V1. This is Greg V2.
Ooh, And I can fit
Oh,
the
now he's
undershoot
nude.
in there.
Now he's nude Greg V1. So where do you want me to throw the rest of the stuff I have? Just on the ground?
Sure.
Let's test it out with something that doesn't matter, like a bottle of water. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's just test it out to make sure it doesn't. Can you grab that?
Nope, it disappeared.
Fun.
We can try when we get back on the ship. It's
Yeah.
fine. Which was my question was, I don't know where it is.
Oh, great.
What ship?
Oh,
The
shit.
C2.
Oh, that's a good question, actually.
Do you think I'd get in trouble for shooting dead Greg?
I don't know.
Think so.
Ooh. Dead Greg has some non-existent bullet holes in him now. And no crime stat. Let's go. Now, what about shooting a live Greg?
That will definitely be an issue.
But it would be a funny issue.
I don't know where we parked the C2. I didn't think it was that far away.
Just gotta look for the plateau.
There's a couple of those around here.
Ah, Jesus Christ, I just died sneezing. God damn. Okay.
Greg, it's your ship. There's no marker on your screen showing where it is, or?
When in
No.
doubt, try to lock on to whatever I can find.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, okay, so I shut the thing off, so
Oh, there
it
we
might
go.
have kind of a small signature.
Great.
And I'm picking up. I think if you scan for it, maybe.
I have no clue how to do that.
Yeah, I don't know what the keyboard bind is.
That's not that. I'm just. Oh. What is that thing? That's a ladder 15,000 kilometers, or 15 million kilometers.
I get that every once in a while too.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
don't
it's not-
know what it is.
It's
Don't think
it's
that's
another ship in the
Yeah.
game somewhere that for some reason the game thinks you're standing right next to, so it brings that prompt up.
So it's respectable. So are we just gonna fly around the entirety of Daymar trying to
Trying
find
to
it?
find our dude. Where's my car?
I mean, worst comes to worst, we don't really need it.
I was gonna say you don't have anything on board, do you?
I stored some of the clothes that I bought at Orson, but
Okay.
it's not the end of the world.
I didn't think we were gonna wander so far away from it that we wouldn't be able to find it again.
I thought the icon would just stay.
I thought it
Yeah.
would too.
And you're sure you didn't like? Yeah, you can't hit the car alarm button, the ship alarm button.
That'd be nice.
Sure you can't do that?
That apparently is supposed to be what the track button in the ASOP terminal is for, but it's never worked.
Yeah.
75%.
Whoa, that was strange. Don't do that again. We really should have put a marker down or something. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's just Greg.
It's just Greg.
Yep, just me.
Target acquired.
You found it?
No, I was gonna shoot at Greg.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
You could try.
I'd rather find this ship and get in it with you guys before I got the crime stat. Then there's a chance we all get a crime stat. Birds of a feather fly together. Criminals of the galaxy criminal together.
Oh, you did turn the ship off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty lonely.
It's too bad I didn't have my prospector.
Oh yeah, I'll bet you the scanner on that thing rocks, huh?
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Promising. Yeah, it's just a rock.
My altimeter is still stuck.
Yeah, this was mine.
It says 56,122, and
Yep.
all of the tick marks are 561.
Yep.
We're hit. It sucks that all of these rocks from a distance look like the ship.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yes, yes, I found it. No, that's just a rock. Okay, let's see if I can do this.
I'm gonna go up into a higher orbit and see if I can find the same place that I spotted when we first came here.
That is optimistic, but more power to you.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath either, but that's the best thing I got right now.
Fair enough. Ah, if you wouldn't have turned it off, I might have been able to hail it.
Yeah. I don't know, it's a force of habit. Anytime I land and deplane a ship, I just instinctively turn it off.
Yeah. Fuck.
Fun fact, your character really doesn't appreciate non-stop 13 Gs of force.
Really?
Yeah.
Not usually.
Zack, I feel like you're close.
Yeah. Wait a minute, what's that? Oh, it's just Greg.
Yeah, I've kind of given up.
I don't know, if you ask me, all these rocks kind of look the same.
Yeah.
Rocky. Oh shit, what was that?
Is that you?
Okay, so it was you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I saw it pop up that there was something able to be targeted, and I'm like, oh, maybe, and it was just you. In different news, I think I may have found a good canyon.
Oh yeah, you got some good stuff down there. I can see it from up here.
Yeah.
We didn't pay attention when we left the ship what way we went.
Yeah.
Forget that bearing thing's
well,
up there.
that's kind of how these trips go. Is like I said, I'll just kind of fly around until I see something from upper atmosphere that looks interesting, and I'll fly down to it, and I'll just look for cool shit, and wherever the terrain takes me, that's where I go. I don't really plan these. Like, you guys will see it in the recording, but from where I'm sitting, like, right above the dashboard of my ship, I'm seeing all these little squiggly lines kind of heading off in the same direction. With the thought being that if you start at one end, you'll kind of work your way towards the other, and you could link together some epic shit. But first of all, we never really got that far. Second of all, where the fuck did we park? Oh, that's what that is.
Well, good news is I can still lock on the Greg. Bad news is I can't shoot at Greg.
Why not?
I no longer have weapons. Nor do I really have wings. The ground I found is fairly solid.
It does that.
Yeah. Which is really unfortunate, inconvenient for me, and I really want to message the devs and just let them know that. But hey, the good news is now I can do cool barrel rolls while I fly because there's nothing holding me down. Don't black out, you pussy. Oh, that's just Greg. We need to stop flying in the same general direction. I keep getting a thing able to lock on, and I'm like, oh, and it's just Greg.
I'm gonna fly back to Grimhex and see if that track does anything.
It would be awesome if it did, but I doubt it.
Yeah. don't think that does anything.
No, it never has. Which sucks. Whoops. Ah. Thought it was a turn. Hey, what? The sun's getting low enough, it's getting hard to see some of these turns. It's 10 after 11 at night, and my dad still hasn't responded to my message asking him when we should meet up tomorrow to go to the races.
That's a hate right
beginning
there.
of the season. Nobody knows what the fuck we're doing anymore.
Our beginning of the season was supposed to be a month ago. And our season still hasn't began. Next weekend. Plymouth and Angel Park. Where are you going, Mike?
I'm headed home. Or back to Grim Hex anyway to get my ship back.
Okay, there we go. That's what I was wondering.
Also, my guy could really use a drink.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Cool.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum drive deactivated. Quantum drive deactivated.
That's interesting. It seems to take the game a second to draw in Grim Hex now. Never noticed that before.
Yeah.
Like you'll quantum to it and there'll just be like a hole in the asteroid belt for a while, and then boop, it pops into existence.
Hello, and welcome to
Zack, are you behind me?
No.
I am.
Okay, let's try this again. Zack, are you behind me?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say, if you want to look, if you want to see where the secret entrance to Grim Hex is, I can probably find it.
Don't need to. I just need to land before I break anything else.
I'll be honest, I thought you were gonna crash in like the first 20 seconds. Alright, we finally got here and we unloaded everything. Let's go! Wham! And Zack's dead.
Yep. I barely did anything. I mean, we did like 1 or 2 runs at like half power. That was it.
Fuck is
Then
that
I was
thing?
busy. And then I was busy being a good guard dog.
Yep. I'm not very good at that stuff.
Well, you were in the Razor, weren't you?
Yeah.
Razors are not that good for canyon carving, specifically because the cockpit on them is so tall, or the seat is so low, either way. It's like a Formula 1 style interior, where the cockpit is like right at the mid-level of the screen. The problem with that is that you can't look down. Which, if it's an upper atmosphere, or, you know, like what we do at Crusade, the Crux Cup course, where you're looking at everything ahead of you, that's fine. But when you're trying to stay close to the ground, it helps to be able to look down.
Mhm.
And that's the biggest problem with the Razor in that scenario. Like, it's a totally competitive ship to the M50, but if you need to proximity fly close to the ground, the M50 is better just because you can actually see where you're going.
This
And I
plane
cannot
is-
find this fucking entrance.
So you can look at the front.
What's the little misc ship? They have several of them.
The Reliant?
Is that what they are?
That flying wing thing that changes
Yeah.
shape? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Reliant.
That's what I was flying around. I guess I have one of those as a loaner.
Okay, so these are the landing pads. The old landing pads. Which means the secret entrance should be...
Oh yeah, it does say Reliant. Just on the ship claim thing it says
I found it.
Miscore.
Oh, I think there's some loot crates out here.
When you're done doing your ships, Greg, I'll give you the rest of your stuff back.
Okay. There's that one. Yeah. There's that one. And I'm gonna need a ship to get out of here. How long is that gonna take? 20 minutes.
My Avenger Titan should still be here, too. That's going to be my ride home. If you need a lift, I can probably help you out.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, now I just got to figure out where the hell the hangars are.
Did that just go flying in the air for you as well?
Yeah.
It's on the ground for me right now. Do you see it?
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
If you put that on, it'll have all your stuff in it, and then you can just throw the backpack back on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're using a backpack like a cargo container?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mainly because I didn't even have anything in that backpack, so I'm not worrying about it.
Oh, I can't.
You
Is
can't.
that a heavy armor?
Oh, of course it would be. That's why.
Oh.
Let's see if I can do this. Just do it the old-fashioned way.
I was gonna say, can we... Here, just... So how did you do that? Just drag the backpack and do... that?
Yep.
Here. You put that one on it, and then transfer the stuff into that one.
Sounds good. Let me put all this stuff in local storage.
Yep. It's a good way of transferring weapons.
Yep.
Oh, put them in a backpack?
Oh.
That is kind of clever, actually.
Okay. Yay! access.
Hey, that worked. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Mike, I was like, somebody else just came, and I'm like, who is it? So I was just like,
That'd be me.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Oh, I was supposed to give you a ride, wasn't I?
You
Oh,
don't
you
have a
made it
choice.
in?
Yep.
Okay. I slammed the door in your face on my screen.
Paint does look pretty cool.
Okay, hang on a second. My man is dying for a drink.
Did you have one?
I got one now, yeah. I kept food in the
Okay.
ship.
same, I just bought one. Oh, I'm slurping.
Come on.
There are garbage cans around Grimhex. There we go.
Yeah, it's called the floor.
I was waiting for that one.
No. Zack's respectful. He recycles.
Why can I not drink? What the fuck?
Do you have a helmet on?
I do not.
Oh, then I don't know.
Like, I'm literally trying to put it in dude's hand and he's not taking it.
Sounds like a personal problem.
I mean, it kind of is. Fuck.
Do you need Greg to start drinking it and then like baby bird it into your mouth?
Oh, what the fuck? What is wrong with you, man?
Aegis combat system activated. Systems green.
Where am I taking you?
You go to Area 18?
That's where I'm ending up. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now my altimeter is just completely going insane.
It's just 6.
Yeah, I think it's Grim Hex.
Yeah? Okay. Well, it was doing that on Yayla, too.
Did you figure out the water?
Who, me? No. I'm
Yeah.
I'm still at like 41%, so I'll survive the trip home.
Because there's a bottle on the floor.
It's empty.
Ah.
I'm waiting for it to despawn, but at this point it's just becoming funnier the longer it stays there.
Gotcha.
Oh, you're not gonna refuel me. Cool, thanks.
Landing gear ejected.
Oh, and now my guy's getting hungry. God. Never ends with this dude. Okay, so there's supposed to be a space station up there.
My guy's blacking out, so.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay.
It was fun watching you go head first into some rock.
Yeah. Wish I could have saw from your perspective.
It's literally just Greg, no more Greg. Basically all it is.
Kind of surprised that the body stayed like that.
I am too. I thought it would have definitely disappeared. So, I guess we'll be with that. Alright. I'll see you guys later.
Alright, we'll
Have
see
a
you.
good one, man. Let's see if these guys will sell me fuel. Otherwise, we're walking back to ArcCorp.
Who's that?
I don't know. I went to take off from Grim Hex, and they wouldn't sell me quantum fuel. I've got, like, a third of a tank left.
You can always put out a request fuel.
What the fuck? No service required. No, definitely service required. Let's try Crusader 1.
Landing gear rejected.
my thirst gauge just turned yellow. That's probably a bad thing, huh?
Yeah. Getting down there.
35%, yeah.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear deployed.
Sell me fuel, you bastards.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Why does this not work?
Did you try the hover trick?
You're assuming I know what that is.
Oh, just hover above the pad a little bit and try it again.
Can I do that from here, or do I have to go out and reset?
No, just you can do it right here.
Landing gear retracted.
No, I still don't want to. Let me try something. You might want to sit down.
Yeah, I've been sitting down.
Thank you, and please visit again. Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Oh my god, you people suck. We might need to relog. I mean, we can. It's an R&R station.
Yeah.
We can set spawns here and relog. I'm thinking the server is just fuckered or something.
Yeah, I don't know with the refueling if they changed any of these.
Weapon system.
Landing
Systems
complete.
online.
Have a pleasant stay.
I haven't tried to refuel.
I haven't had an issue with it until now. Oh fuck, I'm not wearing a helmet. I am going to die. Fuck! I forgot I wasn't wearing a helmet.
Did you leave the ship already?
Yeah.
Are you dead?
Yeah.
So you're saying this is my ship now?
Kinda.
Whoa.
And, like,
Okay.
they don't even give me an opportunity to revive. I mean,
I know, I was going to try to. I had the medical tool.
yeah, decompression's a hell of a thing. My dude took like 2 steps outside and like, oh, right, helmet. Yeah, that would have been important.
Alright, so I got forced into the station,
Okay.
and my guy's like invisible.
Oh.
So I think, you know what, I'll call it a night. I just got everything off your ship,
Okay.
so... See, can I...
I didn't realize you had stuff stored on my ship.
Yeah, I had some things at Grim Hex. Oh, this is all messed up.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, I'll try again tomorrow.
I guess.
Yeah, it was fun. Just crashed into things too much.
Yeah.
Well, at least the server, there's no 30Ks there.
Oh, see, now you had to go and say that. As I'm about to mount a rescue mission to get my ship and all of the crap loaded on it back. I mean, I did land, so it should be secure at that location. I might have lost a flight suit, but I can buy those anytime. Cubby Blast across the street from my apartment literally sells those anytime you want. So,
Mm-hmm.
boy, you think I would have woke up by now? What the hell are we doing here? Yeah, I'm thinking game's a bit screwed. I'm just gonna restart. It's got like 57,000 entities loaded, which is about how much stuff is in Area 18, if I'm not mistaken.
hmm
Which is weird. It specifically said it was gonna wake me up at Area 18, which is not where I set my spawn. It should be Grim Hex. Um,
Right.
but yeah, all the loading queues say 0, and I am still staring at a blank screen. So I'm thinking it's just fucked.
I would agree with you there.
So, alrighty, man. Well, I'll let you go.
All right. Yep. I'll catch you later.
Fun times.
Yep. Yep. See ya.
Bye.